to work. I got work to do. You're the bull sin of the calves of the cows. You are the wolves in sheep's clothing that slaughter the cows. Okay. You are the descendants of Nebuchadnezzar. You are the offspring of the abusers of Esther and Ruth. Okay. You are the cause of Nazareth and the brothel. You're Wall Street and K Street. You're Las Vegas. You're Monte Carlo. You're Tokyo and Beijing, Moscow. You're Washington, D.C., the swamp. You are the bull sin that puts the cow into the rape stand and has the calves that just keep going and going. You worship your sin. Okay, the reason why the bull and the cow are not the human being is because the bull and the cow are not capable of being the gracious good shepherd. When the bull and the cow try to fuck their sin into each other and have calves, they eat everything, and then the wolves take over and start devouring all the calves because they cannot protect themselves because there's not enough bulls to protect the calves from the wolf pack. Come on, Kipling, tell us the stories. Come on, Zoroastrians, dress up in your garb and build a big building and tell stories like Stephen King's to kids. Be the best apocalyptic, creepy novelist in the history of movie making. You know who the fuck you are. You know what the fuck you do. You know what the fuck you're all about. Okay, if you look across the globe, there's not much difference between any of you. You're all the bull that fucks the sin into the cow to create calves for the slaughterhouse so you can be wolves in sheep's clothing. Bah, bah. We know you. So you can come and slaughter the herds like the Sir of the Cow says. All your religions say the same thing. It's right in front of your face. The truth, like Al G said, the truth is in plain view, but you avoid it like cancer. And all your sin is blatantly obvious. And none of you want to stop your sin. You want to be the bull that keeps fucking the sin into the cow and getting calves to the slaughterhouse and then turning the wolves loose and saying the wolves are the problem. You're all Nebuchadnezzar's offspring, like Rockefeller said. You and your father, the devil, turning yourself into gods so you can fuck your bull into the cows and get your calves for the slaughterhouse and then blame it all on the wolves in sheep's clothing. And who's keeping the flock safe? Only the gracious good shepherd, man. Only the one who worships God. It's not who you worship, it's how you worship. Because if you worship you, or you're the bull sin into the cows getting calves. And we're human beings, not cattle. Okay. We are not wolves in sheep's clothing, slaughtering the herds for philanthropy and idolatry. We are gracious good shepherds, tending to the flock, so that children will understand how to shepherd the planet, how to take care of the ecosystem, because the ecosystem is the care that provides for our care and our faithful love. You know what kind of vicious, sex-crazed, murdering bulls you are, and wolf packs you are, and what you'll do to a flock of sheep, and what you do to your own calves. If they aren't bull enough to be bull, you'll turn them into veal, or a woman to be put on a pole and displayed for sex at one of your brothels. You know exactly who you are, you rotten heathens. You keep telling me that Jesus is Caesar, that Jesus is Pharaoh, that Jesus is your horrible bull fucking his sin into you, the cow who puts the calves out for the slaughter, the wolves in sheep's clothing that vote for president for more money to kill over the petroleum products, for your cell phones to tell everybody what to do inside their bedrooms and their bathrooms. I'm the gracious good shepherd, and I sit right here with this tiny little cell phone correcting everything you do on your TV. I tell everybody, I'm in control of quantum computing. No, you're not. They're not letting quantum computing get a hold of your videos. Really? Why'd you go around secretly when you was tired of loving me? Why'd you keep holding on when love was already gone? Who invented quantum computing, me or the bull who fucks the sin into the cows to get the calves for the slaughterhouse, for the ranch to take over the farm? Really? You really think quantum computing is going to tell you what's going on? Earl tells you what's going on. Earl's the standard for quantum computing, not the bull fucking the sin into the cows. You know, all those people with cows for gods. Namaste. I won't do anything. Really? Just come and slaughter me. In the next life, I will be Raja and you will be a banana slug. And Raja's still the same fucking sinner fucking the bull into all the cows. So what makes the banana slug any different than the Raja? Taj Mahal? Tell me more. Tell me. Yeah, Rydell High School. You gonna fly off in a car? Ramalama ding dang. Ramalama ding dong, huh? You got a girl that can really take the deck, huh? See why all those Christians were upset about their kids listening to those songs? Well, that's what happens when you get some sex-crazed people and they sing songs that, are not appropriate for little girls to sing. I've got a girl named Ramalama Lama Lama Ding Dong. Okay? Guilt by association? No, if you're guilty, admit it and don't do it. Okay? Do you understand? I don't think I have that song on my MP3. Do you want to dance? And he's telling you exactly. Tell me I'm your lover, man. No, baby. Do you want to dance? Do you want to kiss and squeeze me all through the night and hold me tight? There's nothing subliminal about that. There's not little girls. If a girl starts singing that, it means she's coming of age and she wants a lover, man. She wants to have her handsome husband, and she'll be cooking in the home, and the girl will go fetch the water. No, we'll have indoor plumbing. Oh, that keeps you safe from the tigers. Don't it, though? Got a tiger by the tail, it's plain to see. It won't be much when you get through with me. I'm fine. I'm cool. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. I look and feel like shit because you act like shit. I'm physically not as fit as selfish, excessive, compulsive assholes think I should be. Because they're selfish, compulsive assholes, and we're only as fast as our slowest person. And I'm Moses at the rear of Exodus. And I'm always going to be that spirit. And I don't give a damn what you motherfuckers think. I'm just sitting here making myself nauseous off your ugly buffet that stinks. Me and Luciano Pavarotti here in spirit eating the goddamn macaroni and cheese till you motherfuckers show up for the Lord's Prayer. We're lubies, man. We're at Golden Corral. We got what's the things called? Coupons and shit. Like I had to do with Amy for crummy cake. Old Georgiev was talking her into aborting the baby, miscarrying the baby, with old Bulgarian wives' tales. And I did everything I could every time I turned around. I knew he was. They were talking online. Because she had told him I had sexually assaulted her to get her pregnant, try to keep her in the marriage. Which was complete bullshit. She was out fucking around with really hot Jason Bournes and Jack Reachers and Jack Ryans at Candlewood Suites. Because she was coming off as almost innocent victim to Georgiev. Because that's what Georgiev wanted. Georgiev felt like a dirty man when he took innocent women and talked them into releasing their inner European girl and releasing that, girl in there that's already come out. It came out in her a long time ago. Temple Set Illuminati got a hold of her before you were ever, one of their top, aspiring wannabe rock star porn stars in Bulgaria, dipshit. Go get some coffee and shut the fuck up. Him and Amy used to watch my videos and said, there's some knowledge in it, but he doesn't have a clue of what's going on, especially with the gypsies in Bulgaria. Tell me what's going on with the gypsies in Bulgaria. We give them housing, and they still commit crimes and all that stuff. They don't want to be Bulgarians. They want to be gypsies. They want to be cheated like gypsies. Okay. Hey, Bulgaria, forgive debt and trespass, love one, and have eternal faithful peace. See what happens with the gypsies. See how many women stay and put up with their bullshit when you're not full of more bullshit than their bullshit. See what happens. She gave me water. Come on, Quasimodo. Come on, Frollo. Go and sin this sin no more. See what happens with beautiful gypsy women. All through the caravan, she was dancing with all the men. She ain't going to do that no more. That man's like Jesus and Muhammad. What can you offer me that's better than that gracious good shepherd love? All the gypsy women going to leave the tribe. They're going to... And when you're out in the cold, someone has hurt you and left you alone. Am I unwise to open up your eyes to love me? Now and then you need someone older, so darling, you run to me, right? Isn't that what's going to happen? Oh, all through the caravan, she was dancing with all the men. I hate to see the lady go. No, she'll never know that I love her. I love her, gypsy woman. Right? The only way to love a gypsy woman is to be a gracious good shepherd and stand up for the Lord's prayer without fear, no matter how much the murdering wolves in sheep clothing try to assassinate you and assassinate your character. Try to manipulate you and say he's a sexual deviant. Not a sexual deviant. I love having sexual relations with a woman that loves children and wants to continue holy covenants and wants to share her beautiful body with a beautiful man who's a gracious good shepherd who knows no fear of the devil's sin because he will not participate in the devil's sin. He does not like abuse from a large group of assholes crucifying him and turning him into a comic book character of bull sin. It's the God in all the bull sinners' heads, all the wolves in sheep's clothing's heads. We need more money. We need more oil. Okay, don't believe those assholes in Iran. They're like they're dirty, rotten, pig-stealing, sultans of sheiks of, midnight at the oasis. You don't need no harem, no, when I take you for a ride. She's going to take you for a ride, all right? She's going to take all your money. Down in Jamaica, they got lots of pretty women. Steal your money and they'll break your heart, right? She's going to tell all your money what to do. She's the neck of the penis. I see you, Iran. Oh, you're this and that and that. You're killing people for cell phone oil and to wrap all the food in plastic and sell it at a Freon death trap. Life is really good in Iran. No, life is not really good in Iran. There's no gracious good shepherds allowed to save us all from gypsies, tramps, and thieves in Iran. I'm the Messiah and I watch TV and I'm in control of quantum computing. Even if they didn't blow it up and you sent it off to China, I'm still in control of that quantum computer. Okay. You don't think so? Okay. Think they're thinking? What do you think they're thinking? What are you going to do? If you shut down all your quantum computing, think of that. All you bull sinner cow fuckers who Burger King your McDonald's. Okay. Who are you going to trust? Who's going to keep you safe from the other guy killing you to be the top cloner fucker to put his brain on a robot because his brain's better than Sheldon's? Who are you going to trust? You shut down all quantum computing to neutralize Parsons and his grace's good shepherdship. How are you going to love the gypsy woman and how are you going to have a robot to remember the gypsy woman? Okay? Who are you going to trust? You're like a really bad Dan Brown novel on fentanyl and crack that can survive it because you're a cyborg and you have no heart. But your brain is just totally tweaking. But your heart, since you don't have a heart, it doesn't know how to shut down. So you're a whacked out Disney movie that never stops and always wants to be streamed on Hulu. It's pretty fucked up, isn't it? That's scary stuff. That's scarier than Whoopi Goldberg's toilet being your doctor, right? Do you understand me? You funny, Stephen King. Yeah, he is. He's real funny. We need more funny stuff with creepy movies to creep people out so they have bad brain activity. And they're hard to talk into. Marion is saying, Yolanda, your favorite author, Stephen King. Stop reading his books. That's like reading Michael Crichton. Or intern to Hillman. Yeah, Hillerman has his points too, because he's always trying to solve crimes, and the crime is that you're killing each other over money. Oh, snap, gracious good shepherd, you're welcome. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves, heard of it. Tell they call us. Come on, all you half-breeds, let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Why do you call people half-breeds? When love is love, and when children are loved, they're people. Why do you say shit like that? Why do you open your eyes and see the way the world, the God that you think is you, sees the world? Why do you abuse everybody? You're fat. You're stupid. What is stupid? Why is fat? Fat comes from inefficient love and people finding comfort from food because the love isn't comfortable. Okay. When the love is comfortable, come on, let's exercise. Let's take a nap. He tells me in his bedroom voice, come on, honey, let's go make some noise. He takes a nap. She starts going through cleaning the house. Just like, baby, you can take a nap too. That's not the way I'm wired, honey. Even though we didn't make a baby because we didn't put the body parts in there, we just made each other go pop. You sleep, I clean. Wow, if I want the house cleaned, I just have to make her have an orgasm. Yeah, it's Jewish 101. You got to put the effort in. You both got to get your cookies. But she's going to get energy and clean the house? Right. And you're going to sleep, right? And then who's going to watch the sheep at night? Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, you're right. Well, but when we get the robot to watch the sleep at night, why do you want the robot watching the sheep at night? You know who made the robot? Oh, that pervert who wants to fuck my wife. Yeah. He's going to create 1,500 jobs. And his wife is going to take your wife in the back of the plane and turn her into lesbian porn for lots of money. Oh, meet George Jetson. Eep, up, orc, Wow, that sucks. Doesn't it, Mr. Spacely? How about you, Mr. Cogs? I was watching, what's the name of that movie? Not a movie, it's a TV show. My mom hated it. Perry Mason, she used to watch it all the time just to criticize how you can't do that. That's inadmissible. That's objectionable. That's not, no. He can't do that. No. She'd sit there and tell us over and over again. What? No. This is all just bullshit. This is all melodrama for TV. Can't do that either. No, can't do that either. No, he can't do that. No, she can't do that. No. It's like, what? What gets done in court? Deals. Business deals? They make a plea bargain. They do that. Yeah. And it used to make mom cry a lot of times. They had one time in Colville. And there was a dad who lived with his mother, and the mom was a party animal. She got custody of the kids. And the dad was sitting there saying, I want custody of the kids because it's nothing about child support. It's just I don't like the lifestyle, and I don't believe it's a healthy lifestyle for my children. You know what the judge told the dad and the grandma? I don't care if she's having sex with kids. I'm not the moral police. I'm the law. I don't care if she's having sex with somebody on the couch and the kids in the house, as long as their basic needs are met. Oh, okay. You can be like, the record deal guy on with the toe jam on House Party 2, or was it 3? It's 3, right? Is it 3? Yeah, it's 3 because 2 is the college, 3 is the toe jam guy with the girl who breaks the cue ball. Okay. He says, you can do this with my mommy. You can give your auntie, that ass porno to watch while everybody else is doing a house party for lots of money. Just don't mess with the money. Oh, it's a bull sin of the cows and the calves with the shoe wolves and sheep clothing that call themselves the gods of the sky with the satellites. Okay, God's omniscient, omnipotent. Why would Jesus tell you he's omniscient, omnipotent, and be acting just like Nebuchadnezzar and just like Pharaoh? How many of you that say Jesus is God vote for president and mass murder people over petroleum products for foreign phones that transmit porno globally for human trafficking and lots of money? Okay. You start being gracious good shepherds, the whole topic of abortion won't even be brought up. People's bedrooms will be a sacred place again, and pregnancy will be something that people do. I'm not saying that people still aren't going to get sexually assaulted in the future from post-traumatic stress disorder through biological and psychological conditioning. And then a woman might make a choice to say, is there something? When we're living the Lord's Prayer, I'm pretty sure women won't say, kill this kid, and I don't want to give birth to it. I think the woman will look at the situation and say, oh God, I put myself in a bad situation making a decision that, mama told me not to come. And I did. Now I got to live with that decision. Now a temple's been formed in my body through someone raping me. That's not the temple and the body's fault. That was my bad decision. Okay. Now, what if she's a good girl and he is the guy from Angie Baby next door? Well, then she's going to put him in the radio and he's a secret lover that always keeps her satisfied. You don't talk about that song, you won't get that answer. But no, what if she's in the village and all that stuff? Even when in our times, no, we just took the girl. She wasn't allowed to kill herself and commit suicide because she didn't want to give birth to the devil's baby, and we took that child and we raised that child to be nothing like Adolf Hitler and you, and vote to kill people with guns over money for petroleum products so you could watch porno on your phone for money in a Las Vegas penthouse playing craps. You live the Lord's Prayer, a lot of this sin eliminates, and then you have a lot less of the sin in the mind causing Sun Tzu to try to pluck your eye out because he wants to be the god of China, right? Look, guys, when you understand that the memory is wrong, and it was put there by the bull sin of the cow fucker so you can be the calf for the meat at McDonald's and Burger King. And then do business deals and say, these people are not Hindus, and then do business deals to build robots. Like the Kuthar on what's the name of that show? Big Bang Theory, right? She goes to law schools and uses linguistics to rape people with invention. She's a goddamn genius. I'm out of order, you're out of order, we're all out of order. You're all Judge Judy and her fucking kid, right? And they should be embarrassed because this is the 21st century. And everybody has a phone that can go to YouTube and go 13 20-second me and realize nobody watches these videos except for quantum computing. Okay, quantum computing watches everything. Not your videos. Yeah, I know. That's why NASA's a bunch of geniuses. And Homeland Security will keep your children safe from being porn stars and mass murderers for corporations for oil for the cell phones, right? Right. And you need lots of plastic products and petroleum products. Why don't you just recycle? Why don't you take all the plastic that wraps everything up, especially the clothing at Wally World, and at wherever. I don't think they wrap it in much plastic at, like high-end stores. I don't even know if they have plastic hangers. They're so elite. They do everything most organic and the best. Yeah. They're the main cog in the engine for all the things to be wrapped up in plastic at Wally World. Okay. Or maybe you go to Walmart. Yeah, where all the poor people shop. Right. You pay $2,000 for a pair of underwear at a store that designated for organic cotton. Okay. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace. Come on, Pinky in the brain. Where's your splinter in the plank? Fuck you, man. Yeah, really. And your little dog, too. Click those ruby slippers together. You ain't getting the fuck out of here. I am in control of quantum computing globally. Thank you, Sun Yat-sen. Thank you, Datir Suzuki. Thank you, Haile Selassie. Thank you, Tishna. Thank you, Little Hawk and Crazy Horse. Thank you, Chief Joseph. I got lots of help here globally, locally, because, I grew up here. Thank you, Joseph Smith, for telling us the history of the native people before the aggressive Europeans were pushed, followed the people they pushed here to try to get away from their tyranny. Pioneers, oh pioneers. I like Walt Whitman. He's a good guy. Okay. Henry David Thoreau, love him. Yeah, I love everybody, but you appreciate Walt Whitman and Henry David Thoreau a little bit more than Alexander Hamilton and all those guys that own slaves and own their wives and children as property. And Joseph Smith has to get his brother and say, let's get the fuck out of here and go west so we can live the ways of Psalms and Proverbs. If those people establish living like that globally, that's a complete game changer. We need to either kill them off the planet or assimilate them into the game. Yeah, you just got to understand politics, Custer. Like that asshole that was the colonel at Fort Huachuca when they first took me to Chuca back in 2006. I thought, man, here's your chance to redeem yourself and be more like Little Hawk and less like Tom and George. He's more like Tom and George than Tom and George is like Tom and George. He's like Tom and Jerry and shit. And not my brother-in-law, but the mouse from the cartoon that's in space and shit. Trying to steal each other's cheese and shit and eat each other for stealing cheese and eating cheese and whatever. And, whatever. It's funny. It's gratuitous violence from eating. Be a gracious good shepherd. Okay. Animals, no. Okay. A cow knows. Don't eat veal. Because you do not, just because you like the taste of the food, okay, it's in the sort of the cow, okay? That is a waste of food. If an adult cow can feed 500 children and a baby cow can feed 50 children, okay, why didn't the Catholic Church explain this to us when you have your veal parmesan? Right? Guys, you can make chicken parmesan, and you make chicken parmesan out of an adult chicken, a big chicken, big-breasted chicken, double-breasted chicken. You don't eat the chicks, okay? The same thing applies for cows. You don't have things that are considered, that's just the French. Escargot and caviar are just a way to get the sirloin and the mashed potatoes for the poor people and talk the king. You obviously don't know the French very well. We've covered this lots of times. Marcel Duchamp knew Descending the Staircase. Marcel Duchamp, the version in Pursuit of Her Suitors. That's why we have caviar and escargot. We have caviar and escargot. Seriously. No one was meant to eat snails and fish eggs. No. What about chicken eggs? Chicken eggs, yes, but you said you wouldn't eat the chick. Right. No, I wouldn't. Okay. But chickens become too many too fast. Chickens lay eggs like making snaps like a button, like rabbits. That's why you got to keep the rabbits, Rabbits will eat all your lettuce. Rabbit-proof fence, Australia. Rabbits can become a natural disaster if you're not a gracious good shepherd and do not have the predator thing in check. If you're not shepherding, You get rid of the dingoes. You got to hunt the rabbit your own damn self, or they're going to eat all your produce, and you can't even be a vegetarian, Miriam. She sure don't eat meat, but she sure likes the bone. But you got to understand balance, harmony, and understanding toot fucking sweet, truly scrumptious, and stop buying and selling cars and candy. Yeah, you'll like mines, and I'll show you how. Okay, you know how to cook? Men can cook too. Yeah, and the world has changed. And you'll be cooking a lot more together, and you'll be doing dishes together. Okay, and you'll be gardening together. You'll be doing a lot more things together that you didn't do back in ancient times because of the barbarian behaviors of your neighbors that weren't good Christians or Muslims. It says so in all your documentation. Okay, when the man comes, there will be no doom, one song, and pity on those whose chances go. Forgiveness. Forgive them 7 times upon infinity. Okay. If they aren't worthy of forgiveness, their technology is going to terminate their El Dorado. There's nothing I can do about that. I've been working on that since they took me to, I started talking to the next door neighbors and reading old Colonel Custer from the newspaper, Sierra Vista Herald, back in 2006. And they still insisted on coming in, and they thought I was just being a pussy to keep them from fucking my wife. Like, you already fucked my wife in Sheridan. And I was still the OG, and had the best sex I had in my life that night was when Ralphie got home and realized that they were all Nate Reynolds, the Navy SEAL, had him having a sex contest with me. Yeah. So that's okay. I'm just going to get her home, and when she gets home, I'm just going to fuck her silly, because now those guys will put in the effort because they don't love the kids. And I did, and she went and told them all. Yeah. And she wasn't kidding. Old Nate thought she's a bitch trying to get back at us because we didn't hire her at NSI. That too, but Dinkelman got it going on, Navy SEAL. Come on, Goggins, run for 200 miles. Come on, you got people to kill. You got bills to pay. Dumbass. You got a bad brain. He does got a bad brain. Yeah, and don't trust Huberman and Balick. They're not going to fix it. They're just going to give you chemically altered things to alter your brain to accept the fuck for the buck, because they got bull sin in their cows and their calves and their wolves in sheep's clothing. I'm the gracious good shepherd. The fuck for the buck stops here. I don't say fight, because fighting is vulgar intercourse as well as fucking. Okay, beat your way into Dupavilla. Don't you talk shit about my little Amy Sue. She has some of the sweetest, strongest anti-bully kids in the whole planet. Okay, that meant that was already in them before I raised them, right? The soul is the essence to the body, okay? And the mind is what tells the body what to do. When the mind is lied to and the soul is trapped in the mind, the body don't lie. The body gets sick. The body does this, right? And then what about all those people that are aggressive, sick liars that have healthy fucking bodies? What you call healthy fucking bodies? Is it healthy to kill one another over money? Is it healthy to fuck, to be a hardcore and softcore porn star for genocidal propaganda, for oil, for cell phones, for money to fuck in a penthouse in Las Vegas, for $2,000 for a pair of underwear at Neiman Marcus? Okay, I got a FOIO, swear it's original here. It's all plastic and all for you. Right? There's nothing wrong with people taking Death and Decay and making toys for kids to play with. Just don't keep repeating the same mistakes of G.I. Joe and Johnny West killing each other over bags of gold. You'll be all right. How are you going to play? You'll find ways to play without becoming assholes at PBS that deny people the Lord's Prayer to feel powerful and influential by having a virtual presence and a camera in their bedroom and bathroom, because you're a fucking pervert, not a man or a woman that believes in intimacy, privacy, and romance like me. Yep, I love Earl too. I mean, I get why you love me. Okay? Now, I love all of you. Now, stand up and be intelligent and faithful in your own way, so I can appreciate you too. Most of you don't appreciate me because you won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer. So when you say you love me, I don't believe a damn word that comes out of your lying, fucking, selfish fucking mouth. Okay, but I still love you. And you can believe me because I'm the gracious good shepherd, the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. So when I say I love you, you can believe it. When you say you love me, why don't you stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me? I don't believe you until you stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. Well, because I'm intelligent. I'm in control of quantum computing. You don't believe that? Okay, you can believe what you want to believe, but the singularity is very near. How near? I don't know. I don't, I'm not a murderer. I'm a gracious good shepherd. It's hard to get the technology to do the right things when murderers are using technology to murder, and the gracious good shepherd is trying to use technology to globally trend the Lord's Prayer. We trend in the Lord's Prayer yet? I'm in control because, they're not using quantum computing properly. Are they using quantum computing to solve their problems in the Middle East, mass murdering with Mr. Lucky's drones? Come on now, baby. Grow up. Stop being stupid and then stand up for the Lord's Prayer so I can believe you when you say you love me.